Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a new Quad Cortex tutorial for you. This will also work on Nano Cortex. Now, for those of you who've been around the channel for a while, you know that I mostly started out in Kemper and then transitioned to Fractal, which I stayed with for quite a long time. And kind of what I really like to do is find workarounds for things. And today I want to show you how to dial in a delay that's very similar to a Providence Chrono Delay. And I have that right here on the floor in a loop into my Quad Cortex. And I'm gonna be using the same exact capture of my 2-rock traditional clean and captures of some pedals too. And I have these assigned to scenes so I can flip-flop back and forth. Now, the Providence Chrono Delay is really special. John Mayer uses it, David Gilmour uses it. The really special thing about it is the echo hardness. Now, that is basically how the repeats are going to sound and how they degrade. And you can adjust it to be more digital, you can adjust it to be more tape-like, more analog-like. But what I really like is that the repeats don't get in the way, and you can turn the mix up quite a bit. To my ears, it almost sounds like it's ducking, but it's not. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just a really amazing sounding delay. And I'm not usually too picky about delays. Just give me something that works, but this one is quite special, so I want to show you how I'm dialing in on my Quad Cortex. Another thing that's really important about the Providence Chrono Delay is there's some sort of buffer going on that helps your guitar tone to retain its natural tone, almost like if it was never plugged into the delay pedal, which some delays can really suck your tone. So I'm going to take you to Cortex Control. All right, so here in Cortex Control, we have the signal chain. Really, in this preset, I was using it for a different video, but I have some drive captures here. Don't worry about these. These are additional amp captures. Here's the 2-rock. Give it a little level bump. If you want to copy these settings, this is kind of what I would call like my room type of reverb. Something I always keep on just to kind of be like the glue for the mix, and then main reverb is the studio spring at the very end, okay? Then we got the Nordvang Gravity set to John Mayer settings, and then their kind of TS10 circuit set to John Mayer settings as well. Let's go ahead and hear what all this sounds like without any of the drives. All right, love this capture. This one is going to be free on the cloud, by the way, but the whole pack, if you want like all the clean captures and everything on the preset, you can find that at johnkanashiroguitar.com. So let's go ahead and do this. Scene B, I'm going to turn these guys off. And this one should be off. Here's the loop. So scene A is going to be the delay that I dialed in. Scene B is going to be the Providence Chrono Delay. Okay, so here are my settings on tab 1. Now, the really important thing is the low pass or the high cut, in my opinion, and also you don't want a ton of low end going on. And then didn't really do anything with the ducking. I don't know why it's on 0.8, but don't worry about that. But if you want to copy these settings, go ahead. Okay, so here's what it sounds like. Let's give you the actual chrono delay. Okay, so the only thing I'm hearing is maybe a little more degradation in the trails on mine, so I'm just gonna maybe bump it up a tiny bit. Maybe bump the feedback up. Okay, so let's go to scene B right here. Like, it just does not get in the way of your playing. Like, let's play something similar. So I would say very, very, very similar. I think it's just the trails at the very end, they're kind of hard to get rid of. Maybe something I could do really quick. Let's turn the echo hardness down a little bit. See if we can get. Yeah, getting really close. And then once you start adding all the reverb and stuff, all that just kind of disappears. So everything is kind of in the background, but then when you stop playing, then you can hear those. And then I think it really shines, especially in like John Mayer style music, when you start adding in the overdrive. So let's go and turn these guys on. Same thing with scene B. Screwed up that lick, but hopefully you hear it. And then the more, let's go, let's turn some more on here. Keeley Katana. All right, so there you go. Try these settings, see how it works for you. It's kind of a nice solo type of delay that really stays out of the way of your notes. Just be mindful of the mix. Just don't want it to be too high or else it's gonna really overtake it, and the Providence Chrono Delay can definitely do that kind of ping-pongy thing, but for this purpose, just give it a try with a lower mix setting and kind of a lower feedback as well. So hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I'll try to have more of these available later on. Take care.